Okay, Precious. Last time I saw you in the flesh, you were playing for Woodlands Wellington back in the S League in front of about 35 fans, 3 dogs, and 1 guy selling chicken rice. Now you're playing for Sriwijaya and you're getting, what, 18,000 a game or whatever? Yeah. So it's quite a big step, isn't it?
Quite a big step. You know, it's every player's dream, you know, to play in a large crowd like this. And the fans are crazy here, you know. I really love the atmosphere here. It's totally different from what I used to experience in Singapore.
In Singapore, yeah. I mean, Woodlands. With the Woodlands, you're used to quite a few long journeys, aren't you? Because getting to places like Tampines and Geylang, must take at least 45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes. To us then it was long, you know. Yeah. Until when I came here, when we went to Wamena.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Christ.
Wamena is like 15 hours. You know, you have a lot of stops. Yeah.
Yeah. 15 hours. Okay, explain. How did you get the Wamena from Palembang? I have no idea.
From Palembang, you go to Jakarta. From Jakarta to what do you call it?
Somewhere else. Makassar.
No, we go to
Surabaya.
Surabaya. No, Persipura or something like that.
Oh, Jayapura. Okay.
Jayapura, yeah, Jayapura. Yeah. From Jayapura, you now take the scary flight to Wamena.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know all the football teams, you don't know the actual cities yet.
Yeah. Well, I just feel that they're just trying to develop that area, trying to at least bring more people there, you know, bring like awareness to people.
Did you win?
No. We lost. Actually, I heard they haven't lost a game there. They don't lose. They always win. In their ground, they are better than Barcelona.
Yeah.
But when they go outside, they look bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cold up there, though, isn't it?
And it's cold.
So when you hear people in Singapore saying, "Oh, I'm not going to go all the way to Tampines; it's too far," you start thinking to yourself, "You try Wamena."
That was the first thing I told them when we went in camp to play against Iran. I was like telling the national coach, telling the fitness trainer, I said, "Wow, the journey to Wamena and the people there, you need to see them. You'll be wondering, so people like that still exist."
Yeah.
But they do. It's quite an experience to me. Yeah.
All right, so you got here to Sriwijaya 2 years ago. They won the championship and the cup.
Yeah.
Last year they won the cup, so expectations are pretty high. I mean, you joined a big team.
The expectation is pretty high. You know, it's high. You know, winning trophies like that. You know, definitely. You know, this team is a big team, and with my inclusion also, they really expect a lot. They want to repeat the same feat. You know, winning doubles. You know, they keep telling me about doubles. I say, yeah. You know.
So no pressure then?
It's a big pressure, you know, because you have a lot of national team players there, you know, experienced players. Then with my inclusion also, you know, people keep saying, people keep talking, but you know, football is a funny thing. Yeah. Other teams are also preparing.
Yeah.
So it's all about the desire, who is more hungrier to get a result. If you're more determined, you're more aggressive, whatever, you will get the result. And again, you need a bit of luck.
Yeah. The start of the season, though, things didn't really go too well for Sriwijaya. And I mean, at one stage, I think you got one of the worst defensive records in the country, and you were next to the Indonesian team captain.
Yeah, people keep. Yeah, even when I went to Singapore, people were saying that, you know, how can Precious Singapore defender and Indonesian national team captain still the stick on stage? I said, yeah, you can say that when you read on papers, whatever. But when you watch the game, it's a totally different thing. It's not as if we play badly, or it's not as if they like run rings around us, whatever. There haven't been a time where they just take us on and just score goals, whatever. Goals that we do consider just penalties, whatever, free kicks, whatever. It's not as if they just. But I understand when you look at the table, you say, oh, Precious is there. It's everywhere. In Singapore, they always say it. When we lose, it's Precious. Precious is big. Is that this guy's a scary, whatever. Is huge.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
You know, it's always my fault. I said, well, you watch the game, then you see. You know? You know, and again, in football is not a straight line graph, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a time whereby you now drop for a while, but you don't have to go down. You drop for a while, you just keep the momentum, then you pick up again. That is a crisis. Every team in the world, they pass through such crisis. So we were lucky that at the inception, whatever, we managed to, you know, get some valuable points you know, that kept us there. So while we're having that downturn, we're having that barren spell, whatever, you know, we're still there. You know, we just need to buckle up and we are starting
to
get our points again, and we are up there again. Yeah. So hopefully, if we keep on getting the points, sure, anything can happen. It's getting tougher now. Now you can see the closeness now.
Well, now you've seen Persipura coming good.
Persipura, yeah.
Persibando.
Initially Persipura was below us. Now they're up. Persibando, all the top teams are starting to peak. But it now boils down to the squad that you have, because most of them, they use the same squad.
Yeah.
So when you start having injury, suspension, and fatigue will sure come in, because not every player can play all the games. That is when you now know who is going to top the league.
Yeah.
Couple of games now. 1 month, 2 months from now, you will now know. Let me say 1 month from now, you will know who is going to be there, because then you start to see who is going to be on top of the league. But now it's still early to say. It's still early to see.
But what we have seen, as we said, is that 2 or 3 of the bigger teams have slowly been getting some momentum together, and you're amongst that.
That's the thing. It's just like I said, crisis. We have crises in all teams in the world. Crises are there. It depends on what is bothering the players and all this stuff, and how fast it will be resolved and all this stuff. If it resolved fastly, if it resolved quickly, then results will come. They thought it's because of financial reasons. Okay, that is why we've been having those barren spell, whatever. And I think maybe they were right. After everything was settled, we started having a point. So, but to me, I don't believe in that. I just believe in luck. We were not having that luck, because we were playing really good. We were playing really good. Just like when we went to Singapore, we played against SAF. SAF wasn't fantastic. They didn't play more than us. To me, we had played SAF, but they were the ones scoring the goals. They gave them 2 penalties. They were the one even playing 1 man down. We were still up there. We were not having the luck. That is what I say, luck. You see our chances, we just miss chances. We have been playing like that all this while that we've been having the barren spell, draw, and all this stuff. It has been like that.
So maybe you got a new striker in, so he might make a bit of a difference.
Maybe tomorrow we'll see. Maybe, at least it will take the pressure out from all the known faces, because now they don't know him. So it's a time for him to now create problems. They don't know him. But other players, they know them. So when they want to play against us, they always, it's Emuejeraye. Put somebody on him, put somebody on Kayamba. Za, you cannot put somebody on him because everywhere, Kayamba, Emuejeraye, okay, they are big, so you can really check on them. You put somebody on them, you can check on them because they're big. But Za, you cannot. So hopefully this new guy can really change the whole thing.
Let's forget for a moment about it being a team game. Let's just think about just you and be selfish, all right? From Woodlands, where you were never going to win anything, and now suddenly you're expected to win things. That must be a massive. That's what you're in football for, isn't it? To win trophies.
That is what all footballers is dreaming for. Okay, I've been in Singapore for how many years? 9 years. I've been playing struggling teams, whatever, good teams, play good teams, but not the top teams in Singapore. It's not as if those who play in there are better than me, but I'm not opportune to be there. And wherever I go, I always make sure that I come out, upstanding, whatever. I show my quality. But it's always difficult when you play in a mix of players that are not as how would I put it? They don't have the qualities of the top players. It's always difficult. You need their spirit and fighting spirit. And so far, all the teams I've been playing for, the boys, they've showed character. They have spirit. Woodlands is not a big team. Woodlands is a last-minute choice that I made.
Right.
So, and the boys there, they really play with their hearts. And I can confidently say that Woodlands is the only team that defeated the top 4 teams. We defeated the top 4 teams. As lowly rated Gombak.
I saw you beating Gombak last year.
We beat SAF in their home ground. We beat Super Red. We beat Gombak.
I was at the Gombak game
last year. We beat virtually all of them. Sometimes you see when you play, the boys they don't believe in themselves sometimes. But when they play against the top teams, they show character. I also show character, because when I play against them, I just want to give out everything, because most of them are my teammates in national team and all that stuff. So sometimes we do talk about it.
Great, thanks a lot.